The following program has been generously funded by the Patterson Foundation. This book is cool.
Welcome to This Book is Cool. My name is Beth Duda, and I'm the director of the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. Today, we're going to talk about an adventure book. The book is called Time Train, and it was written by Paul Fleischman and illustrated by Claire Ewart. We have a special guest today to talk to us about why he thinks this book is cool. With us today, we have Devin Johns. Hi, Devin.
Beth?
Devin, can you explain to us one of the reasons why you think this book is cool?
Oh, sure. There's so many reasons. I was really excited to talk to you today about Time Train because it's my favorite kind of book. It's a science fiction book where lots of things happen that never happen in the real world. Also, I love art, and this book is full of fantastic pictures, including lots of cool dinosaurs.
I'm going to show one of the illustrations to the audience so that they can get an idea of the kind of illustrations that they'll find in the book. I agree with you that the illustrations are terrific. I love how vibrant they are, and I love the creation of this whole other world. The children think that they're going on a field trip to discover things about dinosaurs that lived in the past, but they get on a special train that takes them back in time, so they actually get to spend time with dinosaurs.
Yeah, what a surprise, huh?
What an incredible flight of imagination. I think the author must have had a great time coming up with all the different things that happen in this book.
I really liked the part where they scrambled the giant dinosaur eggs.
I did too. I can't imagine what that would have been like for them to camp out with dinosaurs roaming all around them. And then the teacher, she never really figured out exactly what had gone wrong with this field trip. She was expecting to go see a dinosaur museum, and she ended up in a completely different place. And the illustrations throughout the book kept showing how befuddled she was by all of this, and that tickled me. It made me laugh all the way through the book.
She really had to do her best to make the most of a difficult situation, didn't she?
She did. So when you were a child, were you fascinated with dinosaurs?
I was, yeah. I think all children are fascinated with dinosaurs. I love the ones that could fly.
Very cool. I don't know an awful lot about dinosaurs, but many of the children that I enjoy spending time with seem to be dinosaur experts. They know how to spell the names of all the different kind of dinosaurs. They know how to draw pictures of all the different kinds of dinosaurs. It's truly amazing to see how much information they've gathered and can share about dinosaurs.
I like how in the book she studies the eating habits of the Stegosaurus.
I liked that too, and I liked the way she was able to do that right on the back of the Stegosaurus. I guess that would be a pretty good place to do research.
Yeah.
I got a little worried when the children traveled back in time, because I immediately started worrying about how would they get back to their parents. But it all worked out because the train came and picked them up. My question, though, is how would you explain that to your mom and dad, that instead of going to a dinosaur museum, you actually traveled back in time and spent time with real dinosaurs? Do you think they would ever believe you?
I don't think they would. I think you'd have to get a note from the teacher.
That would be a good idea if the teacher could figure out what happened. The poor teacher, she was so confused. Well, this book is really enjoyable, and I think that whether or not you are a dinosaur expert, this book has something in it that you will really enjoy. Can you share with us why it's so important to keep reading throughout the summer?
It's so important to keep those reading skills up throughout your whole life. Reading is how you learn about the world and how you develop your own imagination.
Well, thank you for spending time with us today. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Beth. Bye, everybody.
It's so fascinating to think about history and what the world was like millions of years ago. Not only did the author give us a lot to think about, the author also gave us some wonderful words for our word bank. The first word for our word bank is monument. Monument. Monument is a statue or a building or another structure that's built to commemorate a famous person or event. The next word for our word bank is surprisingly. Surprisingly. That means unexpectedly. Our next word is the word habits. Habits. That means a settled or regular tendency or practice. I have a habit in the morning of waking up and going on a 2-mile walk and then coming home and eating my breakfast. That's my habit. Our next word is the word demanded. Demanded. That means to insist upon having. Demanded. And our final word for our word bank today is the word photographs. Photographs. A photograph is a picture that's made by using a camera. We have a flight of fancy for you to take for your activity today. In the book, Time Train, the children experience making breakfast, and they make scrambled dinosaur eggs. Do you see how big the dinosaur eggs are? They're almost as big as the children. Have you ever made scrambled eggs? We'd like you to try. Now, with an adult in your house, to make scrambled eggs, you would get a bowl and you'd break a few eggs into the bowl. Now, some people like to put in a couple tablespoons of water, but other people I know don't. And then you would scramble the eggs by stirring them up quickly with a fork. You're going to want to make sure that the adult that you're doing this with has the pan nice and hot, and then you put the eggs into the pan and you stir them gently until they solidify. And that's a way to make scrambled eggs. Now, when you're doing that, I want you to think what that would be like if the egg was almost as big as you are, and the pan was bigger than 3 or 4 people together, and how you could possibly stir it to make it come together for a dinosaur egg breakfast. It's fun to imagine things like that. If you do create a breakfast or a lunch or maybe even a dinner of scrambled eggs, we'd like you to take a picture of you eating your scrambled eggs and send it to us at connect@gradelevelreadingsuncoast.net. We're always interested in hearing from you. It's fun to share books that we like with each other, and it's fun to learn new things. I learned a lot from this book, Time Train, and I'm looking forward to learning even more by exploring some more science fiction books. Remember, reading is the key to succeeding. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.